Welcome to the Daily Dish with New York Times bestselling author Leanne Ely. Putting vibrancy back into your everyday life and feeding your heart, mind, body, and soul. Join us every day at 1 p.m. Eastern for Motivational Monday, Tuesday's Tip, Wise Woman's Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday, Food Fight Friday, and of course Q&A, where no question is off limits, and Soulful Saturday. Here is your host, Leanne Ely, and the Daily Dish.
We're in the house. Come on down. Y'all, I can't help myself. I know it's been a week, but I'm still in full bloom. I don't know about you. Are you still in full bloom? Welcome and welcome and welcome. For those of you who are new and just popping in, this is the Daily Dish Show, where we bring vibrancy back into your everyday life, heart, mind, body, and soul. You know why, right? Sharon knows, Jerry knows, Marguerite knows, June knows, my Whittier girl right there. Do you know why we do that? Because we are not divorced from our whole lives and just going after a size of jeans. We want the whole thing. We want the whole, shall I say it, enchilada? Sure. Hi, Carla. Hi, who else is here? Joanne's here. Martha is here. Okay, another Whittier girl. Actually, aren't you Martha? Aren't you more in Pico Rivera? Whatever. Doesn't matter. Homegirl. Jocelyn, Terry, Cindy from New York City. Margaret is here as well. Doris. Hello. Aren't you glad that today is today? Aren't you happy to be here on a Saturday? Hi, Suzanne, Eileen. Good to see you. Today is Saturday, as you know. Jen is still in full bloom. Who else is wearing their full bloom gear? I am. I've got my full bloom water bottle. I'm just like in full bloom. And I was reminiscing this morning all about it and just missing you all. Teresa's in the house. So good to see you. Well, it is a new quote of the week, and I want to share this one with you because I love it. Faith knows it has already received and acts accordingly. Amen. Amen. Who's in the house? Corliss is here too. There you are. Yeah, I know Pico Rivera real well. If you live in Whittier, you know Pico Rivera. Beautiful area. Anyway, we are going to get down to the basics because I'm going to take you to the place, the mindset piece, big time, of what we're dealing with when it comes to doing the sprint. Because all this week we've set you up for the sprint because it starts on Monday. My infusion bottle is upstairs. I forgot it. Shoot. Jen just got her Take Back Your Life journal. So did Jackie. Yay. Are you guys excited about it or what? Vicky said she loved Full Bloom. Yay. I'm so glad. Lily, I'm glad you're back. You had happy birthday to Lily, by the way. It was your birthday yesterday? How fun is that? Hi, Vicky. So good to see everyone. Darla's here as well. You know how this is like romper room, y'all. I'm so into this. So if you're watching this on the recording and saying, why is she saying hi to everybody? Because it really feels good to be acknowledged, doesn't it? So if you're watching this on the recording, welcome to you too. And I love you even though I don't know who you are and who is here. Cynthia's here. I haven't seen you in a long time, Cynthia. Glad to have you here. Well, I'm drinking a little bit of, I've got some tea in here that I'm drinking. I'm drinking my water. My hot melt mix is sitting over by the sink. And I have an infusion water bottle upstairs. All the things. I like to drink all the things. Anyway, just so glad you're here. Angie's in the house as well. Glad you're here, Angie. A couple of things I'm going to get you set up. And if you're a note taker, today's a good day to take notes. I got all the things for you. There's Kathy. Glad you're here. First of all, do you have one of these? This is a measuring tape. Remember those old-fashioned measuring tapes? This is an important piece of our whole sprint because we start with measurements. We start with measurements and a weight, and we write it down. Why do we do this? We do this because what's measured progresses. What's measured improves. Peter Drucker, an old thing that he said so many years ago, but that was like an aha to me. And what I've noticed is that when we are going the extra mile and doing the extra thing, we move the needle. So literally, right? Beverly's here. Good to see you, Beverly. I'm glad you're here. June's got her pink pen. I've got mine right here. I love my little pink pen. It's so pretty. Anyway, let's get down to business and talk about all of these things. First of all, I want to make sure, are you set up? Are you ready? Have you started getting your bone broth ready? You can make a batch of the hot milk sprint salad dressing. You can do all the things. Today is a good day to get that stuff done. Am I right? And I'm going to ask you to pinky up all Saturday because it's Soulful Saturday, and I want you to feel today's episode. Yeah, feel it right in here. I want you to feel it in your gut, and I want you to know without any shadow of a doubt that you've got this. Because I'm going to tell you right now, determination is born out of permission. So are you ready to give yourself permission? Are you? You ready to give yourself permission to crush this stupid sprint? And I say stupid, not in the way that it's stupid, but I mean, don't let it intimidate you. Don't let it hold you back. It's 7 days, but it's 7 days that has the ability to move the needle in your life in a way that you haven't even considered. I promise. I asked Joanne, and you know what? I could pull everybody. I can go and pull all my girls and say, this is the one. Follow her. Watch her. Watch all of them. Watch Jocelyn. Watch Sarah. Watch Lily. Watch Joanne. Joanne is my poster child, really, of this hot milk sprint. But model success. That's who these gals are. And you know what? They also have our success tools, like our quote deck, which comes with an easel, and it has whatever quote is floating your boat. This is the one that's floating my boat right now. You know, your body can withstand just about anything. It's your mind you have to convince. Yeah. If I can get your sprint in here, then the rest of it is a piece of, dare I say it, cake. Why not? Anyway, this is the quote deck. You get tons of quotes. The whole point of them is to have them whop you upside the head like a cosmic 2x4 and really make you think, bring you back to center, bring you back to what it is that you try to accomplish in this life, bring you back to focusing on the positive things that you want and not the stuff that you don't. What? Yes. This is it. This is it. It's simple. Super, ooper duper simple. All I'm wanting you to do is go get it. savingdinner.com/quote. When you have these quote decks, they will make a difference because it's always working on you. Always. Hey, Lucy, I'm glad you're here. Denise is in the house. Rensky's here. Yay. Also, along with that same thing is our mindful mug. And the mindful mug brings you back to the place of being really smart about the food choices that you're making, target trifecting everything, and taking your supplements, doing everything. You know, there's a whole post that explains the psychology behind a mindful mug, and it's an important tool. savingdinner.com/mug. There's 3 different ways you can get it, and one of them will help you to get it free. So savingdinner.com/mug. Read what Joanne said. Quote decks are amazing. I have both sets on my desk and have 4 quotes up right now and on her vision board. And yeah, you could even put this on your vision board. You can put a quote that just does it for you on your vision board. And if you'll notice the back, living life in full bloom, well, you know, everything kind of works together, doesn't it? And we like pretty things. So savingdinner.com/quote for the quote deck and savingdinner.com/mug for the mug, okay, for the mindful mug. It just makes a difference. Noreen is here. I'm so glad you're here. There's my girl, Terry. And by the way, everybody's telling me they're getting their journals. And I am so excited about this. You're not going to believe this, but we were told we would not get our journals until like they would ship on the 5th. They're coming on Monday. Isn't that so great? So even though they're all going to be here and I think everything will be out in time, everybody will have them in time, I just want you to know there's 2 things. Number 1 is we are still going to have 2 workshops for you with the journals, okay? Still going to have 2 workshops. And that means that on May 15th from 10 a.m. Eastern to 12 p.m., that's a Saturday, 2 hours, and it's going to be 2 hours of teaching and workshopping and working on it. And then the following Saturday, same thing, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And then we'll do Q&A. I'm going to just tell you this right now. You're welcome to do both if you've got the journal. You are. You're welcome to do both. It's going to help, and it'll really be impactful and help you to do this, because I have a whole methodology that's behind it. And while you could probably figure it out yourself, it's really fun to get together with a bunch of incredible women and do this together, don't you think? So savingdinner.com/journal. If you don't have your journal yet, it's time. And there's a lot of people, and you can do this because we ordered a bazillion of them. You can order all 4. That's for the entire year, because these are 12 weeks at a time. You're chronicling your all of your goals for the year and watching your progress. This is really exciting, and a lot of people have taken advantage of this. Plus, I'm going to sign it to you, directly to you. So, everybody who did this, I saw that. I saw everybody. Terry, I signed everyone. Terry bought 4 of them. I signed every one of them to her, because when she opens this up, I want her to know I'm standing behind her. This is what it is, man. We get together and we do some big stuff. This is how we move the needle in your life, man, heart, mind, body, and soul. And this is how it's going to make all the difference in the world. savingdinner.com/journal. Go get yours, order it for the year, and watch what happens. It's going to be really incredible. And I'm going to sign it for you. You bet your bottom dollar. Absolutely. I don't know if I'm going to do that all the time. I know June just said something great. I want to see. She's changing her mind. The back of my mind is saying, you should be doing other things right now. You're doing right now. She says, I give myself permission to be here right now in this community to fill up on the inspiration of this broadcast. June, I'm with you, honey. You know what? We're doing this together. Every single person is doing this together. My girl Tanya's here. This is so exciting. Glad you're here, Tanya. Jerry, you're hoping this will help you commit? Jerry, this will help you commit. I am positive this is going to help you commit. I'm going to help change everybody's mind. Hey, Mary, I'm glad you're here. Listen, you know what? It's time to be lit up. Pinkies up? Are we going to be lit up or what? We're going to sprint like there's no tomorrow on 7 days. We're going to bust all of our records. Everybody's going to do a measurement. Everybody's going to write this stuff down, and you guys are going to be lit. Lit. I'm telling you, this is what I want for you. This is what I want for you. And I don't want, half-assery has never helped, has it? We want full assery, right? Full on. Put it all in. Put it all in. This sprint has the ability to change your life. I'm going to say that over and over and over again because it's just true. So get it taken care of. And by the way, today is the last day. If you were at Full Bloom, you were given a special code to go shopping in our store. Today's the last day. Don't blow it. Go shopping and get what you want, because you can use your code and get some. That's right. No half-assery, only badassery, because we're badasses. We are. No one wants, we're women who say, I am. We're not women who shrink back and say, oh, it's so hard and I don't know if I can. And gee, I hope. No, we are women who stand up and we say, I am. I've got this. I am doing this. Right? Pinkies up. Girls. Yes. You're going to say, Amber says, I'm sprinting because of my full assery. Well, that's the way to do it. Full assery, or get out of the way. Let's do this. Let's do this. All right, so here we go. Are you guys ready? I'm going to get into this. I think I gave you all the things that you needed to know about. Yes, I did. Oh, except the supplement of the week. This is the last chance on this one too. This is our multivitamin. Excellent. It's proprietary. Nobody else has it. Go to savingdinner.com/show to go get it. And along with that, you're also going to be getting our Be Your Own Nutritional Guru ebook, which I wrote and I'm very proud of. And it was going to open your mind and open your eyes to being an intuitive eater. Because what we do with the sprint is a correction. It's not a diet. The sprint is to help get some of that inflammation out and to get rid of some of those cravings, and even to help stop addictions, because food addictions happen. And what I've done with that's why we do the sprint, and that's why we do it once a month, just to keep that. And then we use those principles, target trifecta. We use all of it. And if you missed any of it this week, I unloaded all of it. Took the sprint apart, piece by piece, every single bit of it. And today, what I'm going to do is wrap it up with a great big bow and say to you, if you want this gift of less inflammation, less pain, feeling really good about yourself, watching the needle fall on your scale, watching the inches fall off your body, then it's time to get your mind set on it. Okay? When we set our minds to something, I want you to think back on the time that you set your mind on something and you were like, no one is standing in my way. Absolutely not. You know, that when you made that decision that I am going to do this, it was game over. You know, just it's done. It is a done deal and you did it. And not only did you do it, but you got the kudos afterwards. Think back to that. Because that's the mindset, that's the feeling that I want you to have right now as we go into this. And if you're a note taker, now's the time, because I'm going to give you some stuff. I'm going to get you to this place of really knowing that you have got this. Today is Saturday, so today's preparation and planning. And tomorrow you can do some more. But on Monday, you are butt naked on that scale, girlfriend. You're taking your weight down and writing it down. You're not only are you doing that, but you're also getting out that tape measure and taking measurements, because sometimes the weight falls more than the tape measure, or the tape measure falls more than the weight. It's really important to have both measurements. Okay, do 2 different sets. If you do not have your sprint yet, it's free, for heaven's sakes. It's free. Strong suggestion. Print it out, read it, and like you're getting ready to do a test. And if you pass this test, you're going to be given a scholarship, a free ride. You're not going to, but you know, just those are the kind of mindset things that it's fun to bring into. SavingDinner.com/sprint. There, I think, if I'm not incorrect, Jenny, is there not a food journal there as well? There's all kinds of goodies. And there's the email sequence that we have there and all the daily stuff to encourage you along the way. So, you know, we call it the Hot Melt Hub and it's all there just for you. It's all free. So today, let's make it happen. Let's get ready to make it happen. You ready for that? Are you ready? What is it? First of all, we need to make a determination. When you're making a determination, you're making a decision and you've set your mind on a certain thing, a certain outcome. Because when you do that, it's born out of permission. I'm asking you to give yourself permission to dream big with this. Now, what if I did this? What if I played full out? What if I got rid of all the excuses, you know, that have held me prisoner for my whole life? What if I stopped the rationalization? What if I was fully prepared? And then the next question, can you imagine? Can you imagine what it would be like to start this with full determination, to even in the middle where you're kind of going, I don't know about this, but stay with it anyway. And then at the very end, have the satisfaction of getting on the scale and saying, woohoo, take a look at this. That can be yours if you make that determination. Give yourself permission to drop all the garbage, to drop all the stupid excuses. Give yourself permission to say, I'm going to do this in a full assery way. That's what badasses do. And I'm sorry, but that's how we step into the life we're supposed to be living. That's how we make the decision to love our lives. That's how we make a decision to play full out. That's how we make a decision to understand that we've got one shot. We've got one life to live. And who wants to do that? Filled with pain, filled with guilt, filled with regret. Who wants that? I want to be filled with joy. Amen? I want to be filled with all the things. I want my life lit up. I can't do that if I'm not feeling good, because this is square one here, right here. The sprint is square one. You know why? You have to fuel your life. You have to fuel it. What are you going to fuel it with? If you fuel your life with junk, you're going to get junk back and you're going to feel like crap. Period. I mean, it's not hard to figure out, right? I was reading in a magazine. I get a ton of magazines now because they're cheap. And also I'm stacking up magazines in boxes for when we do vision boards, for when we do Full Bloom in person in September. That's coming. If you're not on our email list, please, come on. Go to support, just go to savingdinner.com and there's a little thingy and you can sign up for it. Not only that, but you'll get our newsletter, you'll get the show notes, you'll get everything. And you'll also know when the next Full Bloom is coming, okay? Because, we do it once or twice a year, probably twice. Once is going to be virtual. The other is going to be in person and probably virtual as well. Just that's a sidebar. But the whole thing is, and I even forgot where the heck I was going with all of this, but the whole thing is that when we're on top of it, when we're doing things the way that we need to be doing, when we've made a decision to go forward in our lives and to take things on the way they're meant to be taken on, things start to change. Things start to change. We can't fuel our lives with garbage. You can't do it with a computer. You can't do it with a dog. You can't do it with kids. Food is everything. Food is information for our bodies. And so we've got to get that straight. And that's why I really want you so worked up. I want you to feel emotional about it. That's how worked up I want you. I want you to feel it. And every time, June said, she posted in the Hot Melt Sprint group that she was joyful about having a Target Trifecta smoothie, her first one in her tummy. That's how I want you, joyful. That's how I want you, excited. That's how I want you, playing full out. When you determine to do it, you go to the no quitting zone as well. You know that, right? The no quitting zone. Because you've got grit, you don't quit, right? Let's do this. So you can specifically systemize this. That's it. Get things done. You plan for it, you prepare for it, and you get things done. And that's exactly right. When you follow the sprint to a T, you will feel better. Yes. Margaret's saying joyful, 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 right? We can sing songs. We can do all kinds of things to make ourselves feel better. Take your supplements. I mean, I've got mine sitting right here. They're all ready to go. Take your supplements every day. Get your water bottles filled. Set up your hydration station. You know what to do. This isn't brain surgery. This is a simple, easy plan. And once you're prepared and once you're ready to do it, you have no more excuses. Are you ready to leave the excuses behind? When we excuse ourselves, we're excusing ourselves from our lives. We're excusing ourselves from vibrancy. We're excusing ourselves from the life that we want. So remember that when we start thinking about all the things that we can't do, that's what we're going to fulfill. That's what's going to happen. So instead of that, we can start thinking about all the possibilities, the what ifs. Can you imagine? Light yourself up. So, understand too, we drop weight ounce by ounce, dribble by dribble, little bit by a little bit. But with the sprint, it goes a little bit faster than that, doesn't it? It's pretty magical. If you follow it to the letter, it's pretty magical when you're doing the your 4-minute workouts every day, and then you do your HIIT and you're hydrating, you're getting enough sleep. Maybe you're going a step further and you're really adding in that self-care. Maybe you've decided, I'm going to take an Epsom salt bath every night. And then you're sleeping like a baby every day. Watch what happens. Watch. I can't wait. It's going to be so exciting. So the habits are this can become, the sprint can become an incredible cornerstone habit in your life. And when we use our habits, the good ones I'm talking about, that separates the doers from the wishers. Do you wish? Oh, I wish I could do it. I wish blah, 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 blah. No. Of course you can do it. Of course you can. And that's one of the things that I say to myself. I've been through some hard times. Let me just tell you, I've had some things. I shared a bunch of intimate stuff last week at Full Bloom. But, I found when I find myself, when I feel like it's just, what am I going to do? I don't know what to do. I always say to myself, well, of course you can fill in the blank, whatever it is. Leanne, and I call myself by name, of course, because that's who I am. Of course you can figure this out because everything is highly figure outable. Of course you can do this. Of course you can follow through. Of course you can be consistent, my word of the year. Of course. These are things. What if, can you imagine? And of course, those three things, they light up my journal. They light my journal up because it's my North Star. It's my true north. It helps to direct my path. And this is what will direct your path as you make these determinations. You're done with excuses. You're making the determination to go forward. You've given yourself permission to dump all those stupid excuses and to really do this full out, right? Yes, you can do hard things, Margaret. Of course you can. And yes, Joanne, it is by the inch. By the inch is a cinch. You're right. What did Lucy say? She's joyfully improving every single day. She has muscles on the top of her arms and her legs are strong. Yes! June's got chills. Just wait. We are not done. Lisa says, I bought my first matching bra and panty set. I'm a size 24 and I'm rocking it. And you are gorgeous, Lisa. I got my pinkies up for Lisa. How about you? Lisa's referring, of course, back to the whole we were talking about. I was taught my story about being in a nursing bra when my kids were still in teens because I didn't feel I was worth anything more and bought matching underwear. She went out and did the same thing. I want you to feel good about yourself. Feel good in your skin. You know, where you are, where you begin, feel good in your skin. This is fabulous. And if you make some changes, good for you. You know, I think the thing that we should be working toward instead of a jean size, we should be working toward blood tests that come back saying, you are all in the green, girlfriends. All in the green. Yep, pinkies up. Everybody's giving Lisa the pinkies up. I love it. I love it. Yes. So when we look at this, let's look at real people. Let's look at real people who have done things, have done extraordinary things. My favorite, of course, is Diana Nyad. I've spoken about her so many times. Why? Because Diana Nyad had the audacity to believe at 64 years old, even though she'd never done it before, that the fourth time would be a charm. And she did it. Diana Nyad greased up so that she wouldn't be eaten alive by the salt and all of that, got stung by numerous jellyfish along the way from the coast of Cuba to the Miami coast. She did it at 64. And when she got to shore, she said, find a way. Listen, if Diana Nyad can do this at 64 years old, what's our excuse that we can't for 7 days hang in there and really make this happen? What's our excuse? There is no excuse is the answer. There's no excuse. You've got the time. You've got the ability. You've got the know-how. You've got all the resources in front of you. Why not get planned out? Why not prepare for this? Why not Diana Nyad this all the way to the nth degree and become the woman that you are supposed to be? I know. Yeah, I know. I'm saying this. I'm saying this like doing this sprint is everything because it is. You're fueling your life. You're fueling your life. You get a little success after 7 days. My word, you're just amazing. That's what happens. All right, you ready for this? Okay, I'm seeing hearts. I'm seeing pinkies up. I'm seeing women who are doing this. This is a go. This is all systems are go. So I'm going to give you 7 things that I want you to do. 7 things. You ready? Take notes. Number one is set an intention and use I am, because you want to be who you want to be. Start with I am and be it now. You know, I say all the time, I am an athlete. Am I going to go out and compete? Am I going to go out and do all these things? No, I am competing with myself though. I am leaving it out in my little teensy weensy gym right next to my office here. I am leaving it all out there. I'm sweating, I'm working, and I'm working to the hardest degree that I can do it. That's what athletes do. And that's what you do when you make a decision to do it. So start with intention. Number 1, start with intention. I am going to crush this sprint. Amen? There's a pinky for you. Okay, number 2, it's the question matrix. Ask yourself why. Why do you want to do this? Because sometimes we need to get into the weeds on why we want to do it. You want to drop some weight? Nothing wrong with that. Drop some weight. You want to feel better? You want to drop the pain? You want to get off some medications? What do you want? Go through it all. And listen, not everything's going to be a cosmic 2x4. Not everything is going to wallop you upside of the head. But when you get into the weeds and understand that you have a why that is driving everything. I want to be there for my kids. I want to be more energetic. I want to have a higher quality life. Go for it, sister, and write them all down, because those things are the things that are going to be the buffer from all the excuses. You can't have excuses and a hot desire to do something exist together, right? So we gotta put those whys down. So that's number 2. Number 3 is deliberate practice creates the strong habit of sprinting. Deliberate practice. Set your stuff up in the morning. There's your stuff for your Target Trifecta smoothie. Put your workout clothes out. Now you're ready to work out. Set up your hydration station. Got it all together. Use your phone to set up reminders so that you can get out there and go drink your water. All of these things, every single thing. And I'm going to tell you this too. This is the truth. Every time you set up your hydration station, put your supplements out so that they're ready for you to have, have your little, quote deck set up, and you've got your journal together, you're taking your measurements. Every single time you do something like that, you're setting yourself up for success. It's one more thing that says, atta girl. One more thing that's lighting up your whole path. Have you ever seen runways everybody's been on the tarmac, right? I know you have. You've been on the tarmac. Have you seen what they do with the runways? They have lights all the way there so that when the plane goes, the plane stays on that runway and then takes off. That's what I want you to do, because we got a long runway. It's 7 days long. Sprinting is your priority this week. There it is. Yes. Sprinting's your priority. And you know what? Nobody's going to beat you up for not doing it perfectly. I just want you to do it excellently. I want you to do it full out. No excuses. We've got this. Totally got this. So 3 is deliberate practice creates the strong habit of doing the sprint. Number 4. Okay. Plan B for tough days. What happens if you leave your smoothie stuff at home? What are you going to do? I want you to think of, what do I default to if something happens? It will, perhaps. If you don't leave the house or whatever like me, then it might be fine. But there could be something that gets in the way and you're just going, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I'm going to tell you, number 1, drop yourself into the Hot Milk Sprint group and say, hey, help me out. What am I going to do here? You'll get 10 answers like that, because you know what? Not only do I have your back, so does everybody else. That's what we do for each other. That's what it is to sprint. These women are incredible. And I'm sure if you're in the group, you already know this. And everybody's there to support, encourage, help, and hold up. Okay? We've got to have a plan B. You know what the best plan B is? The best plan B is the thought about plan B if something were to happen. If you forgot something, what are you going to do? So there's a lot of stuff that you need to put together. It's very specific for you. And yes, it can stay sprint friendly. It doesn't mean you have to go, into the Burger King drive-through. No, it just means you got to shift a little bit, but stay sprint focused and you will have your plan B put together. Number 5, we get into the place of where it's like hard, right? Because the mental fatigue that comes from starting new stuff can be a bit much. That's why if we set it all up ahead of time and we put our fatigue in the front, what could be mental fatigue, our setup in the front, we add it into our morning routine, our morning ritual, and even into our evening ritual. When it's all set up, it keeps us from having to go, okay, so what's next and what do I have to do? Oh my gosh, where are my notes and how is this all going to work out? That's where the planning comes in. And when the planning and preparation are all put together, it's a matter of a checklist, and it makes it that much simpler. Because when we're even doing something new, here's the thing that happens. We get the mental fatigue of just, oh, this is just, oh my gosh, this is so, I can't even blah, 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 blah. So I don't want you to do that. I want you to have this on automatic pilot. On automatic pilot. That's why I'm saying this weekend, good weekend to get prepared, so that you're not Monday morning going, oh, I got to make bone broth, and oh, I got to do this, and oh, I got to do that. No, get it done now. Get it done now. You will thank me later. And this will help also with the mental fatigue, so that it's automatic and you feel good about it. Number 6. Okay, I have a big question for you. Will you marry the sprint? Commit. This is a commitment. Will you make a vow to this 7 days? Will you do it? Will you get in there and say, I'm full in? Right now, you can just pinkies up if you're playing full out. Commitment is everything. You know, when you're dating, it's like fun, and this guy over here and this guy over there. I want you to commit. I want you to make a decision that this is all you're about for the next 7 days. Yeah, you got your family, and yeah, you got your work and everything like that. But man, are you into this sprint? There's no commitment like this. You're just like, you're so committed, you can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. You're so committed, you know, you put a ring on it, girl. This is a commitment. 7 days. No, I'm not asking for a lifetime. I am asking for a lifetime, but let's start with 7 days, shall we? 7 days of just strong, focused, on it commitment. Believe me, at the end of 7 days, you're going to feel like a completely different person. Completely different. And number 7 is determine your hows as you go. How is this all going to work? Well, if I follow this, I know this is all going to work. You don't need everything to be completely in place. You just need the plan ahead. That's all. And you need to start. And we start as a group on Monday. And let me just say one other thing. You can sprint anytime you want to. Anytime. But I'm going to tell you something. There's magic in the sprinting together. There's magic and momentum and excitement. And I'm going to be in there with you. I am going to be doing it with you, you know, and maybe, you know, you'll be seeing me in the Daily Dish every single day. I will be there and I will be recording, but I'm in it too. We're going to do this. You ready? Monday is the sprint. A pinky sprint vow. I think so. We need it. Yes, it's a reset. Yes, it's a correction. Yes, it's everything. And it's enjoyable too. And it's really fun with a group. So I'm all in. If you're all in, you give me some pinkies up. And don't forget, it's now time to go get your journal. Because on Saturday, May 15th, Saturday, May 22nd, 2 workshops from 10 a.m. Eastern to 12 p.m. Eastern. And then more time for Q&As. I'm going to help you, but I'm going to show you exactly what to do and exactly what this is going to be in this particular journal. I want you there because, you know, we're sprinting. Wouldn't you just love to have a 12-week goal in here that involves a sprint that gets you to, I don't know, your first goal in your weight loss journey? Could work. I've seen it over and over again, and I've done it myself. Look at all those pinkies going up. Y'all, you've got this. You have got this. I will see you in the Hot Milk Sprint group. And tomorrow, don't forget, Sunday, we go dark. But we'll be back on Motivational Monday. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, we're going to be talking. We're going to be doing. It's all about the sprint next week. Well, next week is all about time. We're going to talk about time management, the urgency of time, blah, 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 how to bend time. Oh, yeah. Cosmic weirdo stuff. You'll love it. I will see you Monday. Thanks so much for popping by. And listen, if you want to bring a girlfriend into the sprint, send her to savingdinner.com/sprint to pick up her own guide. Okay, do that, because then she'll take a personal ownership of it. That's how we do things around here. Take ownership. See you Monday. Peace be with you. Bye.
Thanks for watching. You can find us on YouTube on the Saving Dinner channel or on the Saving Dinner Facebook page. Check back daily for new episodes, Monday to Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern. If you missed the live show, you can watch the replay. Until next time, pinkies up.